this kitten and hand cleaning it. That's been interesting. So, okay. Yeah, I told it to print too. Okay, I have to stop and think. We've still got 5 minutes. Okay. So, yes, so are you in shorts? Okay. I actually, I'm still wearing kind of summery stuff, but I put it through a sweater on. But it was chilly walking out of my car, coming in, so. A lot more cars out there this morning than there've been. Monday, Wednesday, it's jam-packed when I drive up, because I don't teach till 9. But today I was like, oh. But they've moved a lot of the nursing stuff over into this building, so. Because we're eventually moving almost everything downtown to the old city hall. They're redoing it. But they're not putting in an ITV room, so I may still be out here. So. All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
Draft of your narrative?
Excuse me?
Draft of your narrative? No, okay. Well, I know that, that's why I asked. So you can work on it, or you can also, we can also have you look at other people's stuff too. And in fact, let me go in and I'll print off Haley's. At Last Buddy, she's the only one there, so just to get her some more, so that you can participate in peer review and get credit for that, okay? Are those earpods?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what it is about, but all things that I stick in my ear, they're too big. They hurt. Huh? When you put stuff in your ears? Like headphones or earplugs or whatever? Drives me crazy. I'm in pain. Let's see. There we go. I think I'll also print Rodney so that we can get some comments on it. Because like I said, I don't know if he'll be here or not since he's... Okay. And then, Caleb, I'm gonna let you go get these in just a second, okay? I'll give you directions to where it's not really a teacher's lounge, it's a faculty workroom is what it's called. But that's not really that. Good morning, how's it going? We're so excited. I made it to Wellman, I was all excited. I got to Wellman, didn't have any kind of traffic problems, so. There's Haley, okay. Health Center, good morning. You need 2 copies of your narratives, those of you that managed to get them turned in, okay? You've got to do peer revision today. There's a page back there, you need to get 2 copies of that page, that's the peer revision document. I'll give some instructions in just a second. I'm just gonna get Rodney's printed out real quick. As we're slowly, because you need to do 2 papers, so if there's only the 3 of you here, then I'll have you do a couple of the papers that I'm printing out for the people who aren't here, okay? It's the easiest way to work around that, so that everybody gets credit. All right, he's writing about his tour in Afghanistan, so that should be interesting. Okay, so,
Ms. Thompson?
I've got Last Buddy, so I don't have Wellman Union, okay.
Ms. Thompson?
Let me text them about that.
Ms. Thompson, can you hear me?
Just a little bit, hold on. Let me get closer. Yeah.
I just want to let you know we're here. The left screen on our side is blue.
Right, the one that's supposed to be showing you guys is blue, but you are present? Okay. Can you
Yes.
see my empty chair?
Yes, we're all here.
I will text my people and tell them that for some reason you don't have a blue screen, that we can't see you, but you can see everything else, okay?
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mr. Coach. Mr. Coach. I'm not super fast on this. Okay. All right, I got that sent. Let me open up the revision document really quickly. Okay, what we're gonna do today is called a not delivered. That's not good. Why is it 2 people? Uh-oh. I'm very frustrated. I put the message in the to area. All right, I'm gonna let it go so I can get us going. And then I'll send you down to go get those papers, okay? We gotta make this bigger. And I'm attempting to look at everybody's narrative that's been turned in. Reed, do you have copies of yours? Narrative, outline, okay, I'll get it printed in just a second. Let me give instructions if we get 2 copies of that, and, I'll talk about what the read aloud is. Basically, with the read aloud, 2 people work together, so let's say Jackie and Caleb are working together, and so Jackie will have a copy of Caleb's paper, and you will have a copy of her her paper, but Jackie will read Caleb's paper to Caleb. You do not read your own paper out loud, the other person does. And as Jackie reads your paper to you, you're listening, you're following along, and she's gonna read exactly what's written. But what happens a lot of time when we're the writer, the speaker in the work, we correct it automatically like we thought we wrote it, and whereas the other person will read what's written. Because grammar is basically oral. That's just what it is. We're taught grammar by our parents. They'll say, no, this is, no. Like my grandkids will say something wrong, and I'll say, no, it's is, not are. I'll correct them. And that's how you learn grammar. It's oral. And so I used to tell kids when they were having taken the tax test many, many years ago that if there's any way they could figure out how to say it to themselves softly, they could maybe hear the errors in sentences, but, it's really hard to talk during those tests, okay? So that's what we'll do, and then what so the author of the paper will make comments as the person's reading it to him, and you'll also have the opportunity to see errors possibly. Then, there's the handout that's this page that has some questions at the bottom of it, about organization, this is where Caleb will write his response about Jackie's paper. Jackie will write her response about your paper on that, okay? And you answer those questions. And that's really what's going on. So we don't you make marks on your copy of your essay. The other person doesn't, unless they see a lot of second person, which I'm seeing a lot of second person in the drafts that I'm still commenting on drafts from yesterday, and I'm seeing a lot of you. There shouldn't be any you in this. The reader is not part of your story. And you're not performing something or writing some kind of a little personal blog or something. You don't need to say, you should have been there. No, you have to tell me. You can't make me part of the conversation, okay? We've got to figure out how to write and not speak like it's a conversation, because that's too casual, all right? So that's what you're going to do, and you need to do 2 different papers. When you're done with that, you will go into Blackboard, and this is due tonight. Turning in the draft was 12.5 points. All right? Doing the second part is the rest of the grade. Okay, I've just got to make sure I'm in y'all's class. I don't want to be in someone else's. Okay, week 4. That's good news. We're down to 12 weeks after this one. So on the checklist, make this bigger. Right underneath the checklist, you're going to see up here on today's date, it says comments due by midnight to Blackboard. It also says, by the way, bring 2 hard copies to class. I'll just throw that out there for you guys, okay? It says comments due by midnight to Blackboard. Right, the next item underneath that, it says peer revision comments on narrative. And it says, in the comments box, please tell me who revised your essay and what you thought of their comments. This should be at least 3 sentences long. So, we've got enough people in here where you can do that. And this is 12.5 points. So what you're going to have to tell me, Mason, is whose papers you looked at, okay? And what you thought of their papers, all right? And you get credit for doing peer revision. So you just click on this. Don't write in you can do it in the submission box, but you don't have to, because I said write it down here in comments. So you would just say, Jackie told me that I need to you just type in here, eliminate second person, because I know she had that in yours. Okay, no you or your in this essay, okay? And then you can say, Mason told me that, it was okay, but I maybe need to work on my punctuation. And you click submit, and that's 12.5 points. So, all right, that's due by tonight. So there are other things due this week. I'm sorry, we have a lot happening this week for some reason. You're supposed to read chapters about subject, verb, and pronoun antecedent agreement. That's our next grammar thing that's coming up. And then on Thursday, you need to bring a clean copy that you've revised from comments that you got today, or maybe you needed to add length because your essay's not long enough. It's got to be at least 500 words, okay? And you've added length, and you bring that, and we're going to do in class, I'm going to walk you through deep personal revision, which is where I have all these questions that you have to answer. And I'm a little concerned, Health Center, I don't see papers out in front of everybody. We need to have hard copies of our essays, okay? And then on Friday, you're going to take quizzes over chapter 6 and 7, and the final narrative is due by midnight. And then we're going to start compare and contrast next week. So that becomes a very academic, very formal kind of essay. So that's what we have a lot due this week. Remember, if you can't seem to find your syllabus, when you go into week 4, it tells you exactly what you have to do and when it's due. All right? So let me go print Reed's paper very quickly. And so that's what you're going to do. So it's read aloud. I should be hearing voices, not from them, but when you guys get around to doing it, okay? So if nothing else, Mason, you can work with Reed and read his to him, okay? Let's see. I have a grade book. Reed. No, that's Rodney. Reed, what's your last name? Okay. What? Oh, Hendricks, okay, right there. Just look up. Wake up, Patty. I got up at 10 till 6 this morning to feed the kitten, so it's been a long day already. Okay. All right. There's the print command. All right, so what you're going to do, Kaylin, is you're going to go out here, go down here, take the right, go down this hallway. You're going to see a short hallway that shoots off to the left, and it looks like there's outside doors right there. Don't go all the way, don't go out the doors. Once you get down there, you'll see there's another long, skinny hallway. One goes left, one goes right. Well, didn't I take you down there to the IT guy?
I think so.
Yeah. This is, you're going to go down the other hallway. You're going to see it looks like a workspace, and there's kind of a little kitchen in there. The computer should have all the papers in there. If you'll go get those for me, okay? Then I don't have to run down and do it. All right. I'm going with the notion that Rodney probably has COVID, so. Since I haven't heard. Or he may not have heard. Sometimes it takes 3 days to get your results. I did the rapid test last Thanksgiving and knew in 15 minutes, so. I'm just gonna put Rodney 19 after that, so I know what it means. What else can I do? All right. So if y'all get started on that, Wellman, it was fun seeing you guys. And Health Center, I'll be there about 8:45 this Friday. Calming music to read and write to. What do y'all think?
Take your weight loss to a whole new level and double your protein for free with Nutrisystems from...
I know a video like this is a little random, but I've been working on this playlist for a while. So for those of you who do write, I hope you enjoy.
This is strange. If it puts you to sleep, please tell me, because it might do that to me. Okay? Oh, if you miss any of the chapter quizzes or the grammar quizzes, the next makeup is going to be the week before finals. okay? Just because it's too hard to keep opening up and closing them and doing, it's just too much trouble. If you miss something, you'll have to make it up that last week before the meeting. That's just it, okay? Because I see I've got several people who need to do that. Like Mason and Jackie need to do 3 and 4, so. Brevin, the original introductory discussion board, you've never completed it, so I can't grade it till you get it completed, okay? There was a lot in there, wasn't there? I'll just start there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm about to fall asleep.
When you get done with somebody who's not in the class, if you'll give, you can just write right on their papers and hand those to me, and I will scan and email them to them. But so Jackie, Bree, why don't you work with Mason to start off with, and Jackie and Caleb can work together, okay? You have to, you read aloud so that you can hear, okay? No, Mason will read your paper to you, because you're gonna make the corrections unconsciously. You'll kind of just go fix it, because that's what you wanted to say, so you'll read exactly what's written. So he needs a copy of your essay to read from, okay? You write on yours while he's reading it to you.
Wait, so I read hers?
You read her essay to her,
Okay.
because you're gonna read exactly what's written.
Okay.
So this way, she's just gonna listen along, and she's not gonna say, oh, I can't believe I did that, and she's gonna, if she sees errors that, when you read it, she can circle it, make a mark to herself, okay? I've had classes love this for some reason, they like reading aloud to each other. They can catch their errors better that way.
Distracted.
Then you can make comments about those bottom questions, okay? Like, and if nothing else, hopefully Jackie went through, and if she used you in her essay, she's circling it. I just read one from yesterday morning's early class, and it's full, it's just, I'm like, oh, this is not gonna be fun. And so, like, Caleb and Reed, I took your essays and sent them to Rodney for him to do. So if I get his comments back in a timely manner, I'll send you a course message with those, okay? Need a pencil? That's why when I grade, you'll know I grade in pencil. It's just better. Let's turn that down.
Where was the one? I was reading just sitting still with my folded hands.
Yes, yeah. If you guys wanna pick one of those and just read it, read it to the other, you can do that.
So you want to do the same thing?
For Rodney's, yeah. So did you grab Rodney's reading? Okay, yeah, if y'all will do that for Rodney's. But you'll give me, if you make any comments, make sure it's on one document so I can email that, I'll scan it and email it to him, so.
What about, Haley's?
You can just do Haley's on your own, okay? Yeah, okay, Haley, I've got several people doing your documents, so. And Haley, you got the message from me that has the two documents in it? Awesome, okay. I'm sorry about that one I sent you, because I know it'll be difficult. Yeah, you don't have to write it out. It's not that big a deal, because somebody else may not like the same sentence.
And then you keep copy, or?
We all have that one thing we really want to accomplish in life. It may be getting that big job you've always dreamed of, or maybe just flying skydiving. I accomplished making all regions jazz my senior year of high school. It was around February, the students in the classroom were getting ready for jazz. When class started, my teacher started handing out the sheet pieces. I saw it and saw the pieces were Latin style, swing and ballet. I really didn't think I was going to make it because I've never made an all region band before. It's something I was very close to making, but I could never grasp it. This was my year to shine. I procrastinated the beginning, therefore I didn't really look at it. As time passed, I really started to look at it more. I wanted to show my teachers what I'm capable of. I practiced it, got the cuts down.
No, it's me, okay, I can't.
Got the cuts down and practiced.
Is that funny? His reaction was funny?
No, I can't read.
Oh, okay, well, that happens too.
I I think it's like, I'm a better writer rather than a typer.
Ah,
I'm gonna make more mistakes on it.
don't feel bad, I've seen some really bad ones. I mean, if they don't, I mean, halfway through, I can already tell they're gonna make a failing grade if they don't clean up all the errors.
But like, I feel like I'm doing great, and then when I read over it, it's horrible.
Well, that's why you're supposed to write it more than one time. Okay? So once you get 2 done, you're done. You just make sure you get the comments put in, okay?
When it was me, it was time the day to wait, and it's waiting so much for me because I'm not that kind of that I was explaining before. I was just way out of the start
No, you're good.
Okay, y'all, I just want y'all to see what I'm trying to do, and this is why it's taking me a little long. Everything I'm circling are errors. In drafts, that's good. If you're gonna have errors, have them in drafts, okay? But I'm not telling the person what it is, if you see a circle, it's an error, you need to do something there, okay? And I just don't know if I can do that. It's taking an incredible amount of time just to do. So don't feel bad, because there's a lot of errors in there, okay? Yeah, sweet, so what you,
I'm way better at it, I promise.
okay. We have discovered that people that are using Office Online and writing in Word there, sometimes when they're turning it in, and say, you lose the indents, but the second or third option from Office Online says save document as, and it actually says little bitty Word, save it as a Word document and turn in the Word document, and it should hold those indents. I don't know why the conversion to PDF is throwing them out, but that's not my job to figure it out. Just be loud, it's okay.
Huh?
Just be loud. can I show y'all something else really quick? This is this is the first time I've run into it. Somebody copied a quote from online and pasted it into their essay as their first thing, but when they did that, it highlighted it in gray, and as a result, everything else in the essay is now highlighted in gray. If you're gonna copy a quote from online, write it down and then type it into your essay so that you don't get that gray highlight thing. That happens. It happens a lot, so you've gotta gut it up and type out those words on your own.
Just adding words in there.
The other thing I've just noticed, and I saw it yesterday, kids are doing headers. A heading and a header are not the exact same thing. Because a heading goes in that special little space on the top, and I know it's a heading because what I see when I'm reading your papers is, here we've got it, narrative draft is in the wrong spot, and there it is again on the next paper, so, on the next page. So I want headings, not headers.
So do we take their copy or?
No, they can give their copy back to them, in case you want someone else to read it to her. It would be, so you that get two people to do yours, need to tell me, the two people that told you, what they told you about, what they thought of your what you thought of their revising. So you two have to get either Mason or Reed to help you do your second one, okay? Caleb, Jackie, you'll need to have somebody else do that with someone else, either Reed or Mason. You can just split them apart and do one, okay? And then you'll put, your comments will say the two people that looked at yours. Mason will have to tell me the two that he looked at, and Reed, you're gonna be looking at one of theirs, so you'll have two to look at yours also. Yeah, you give them whatever comments you make. I don't want them. I'm not gonna revise their papers, so I will grade the final one. That's what I do. Set back to back. Mason, either one, yeah, so, who are you gonna work with, Jackie? You're working with Mason, so you're gonna work with Reed this time, okay? If you need me to tell y'all exactly what to do, I can.
And Robbie reading mine?
Roddy's reading yours, but don't count on, just do the comments on what Reed and Jackie say, okay? Because I don't know when I'll get the comments from Rodney.